The ANC held a meeting today where the party took stock of its performance in KwaZulu-Natal. Joining us now to give us more on this is SABC News reporter Canny Maphanga, following a press briefing by the ANC spokesperson as well as the Secretary General of the party a little bit later on. Kenny, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining me. It wasn't very exciting, seemed quite anticlimactic given the build-up towards this NEC meeting. We expected a big announcement to come out of it, but it seems just like a maimed sort of announcement you would expect out of an ordinary NEC meeting. What did you get from that?
Well, good afternoon to you, Oliver, and to the viewers at home. Well, it's an ongoing National Working Committee that is taking place ahead of those deployments tomorrow that you'll see as the ANC continues with this renewal project and speaking to those various structures as they rebuild after those election results, the 2024 May polls, which we saw critical areas being affected there for the ANC. Of course, there are a number of issues that we could highlight from the acting national spokesperson's media briefing there as we waited for quite a couple of hours. Yes, quite a couple of hours as they were deliberating there at Luthuli House. I think the number one issue was this issue of the unstable coalitions in local government. Of course, we have the acting national spokesperson making it clear on behalf of the ANC that we can expect a new government in Tswane. We know that there is a looming motion that is being tabled there against the DA mayor, that is Silius Brinks. But I want to listen quite closely to the bite as to what he said regarding that issue. Let's take a quick listen.
The National Working Committee met with the leadership of Gauteng to discuss our approach to the local government affairs of the province. In particular, the discussion was about our approach to the stability of governance in the Tswane metropolitan municipality. As we had indicated yesterday, the ANC National Working Committee will be visiting Gauteng in the province tomorrow, and we will be talking to all structures of the ANC in Gauteng to get an understanding of the state of the organization and the state of local government on the ground. That will also then include a discussion with the Tswane Regional Executive Committee and branches. And then on Monday, we will have a provincial PEC meeting with the NWC to take up that discussion. So in due course, the ANC will give a public statement about its approach to what should happen in Tswane in terms of government.
All right, that was Zuko speaking about the future of that coalition in Tswane. And then, of course, what we all were waiting for was about the future of the ANC in KZN. We know that that is the area that was harmed the most in the 2024 national and provincial elections. We know that some of those signs were there way before the elections came, and we know what happened when we saw the MK party almost sweep through that province, and we're seeing the ANC and KZN in quite a weak position. So we know that there has to be a decision regarding that structure, whether that structure will continue or if that structure needs to be disbanded. We expect that NWC is deliberating on that matter currently. However, when we did speak or hear from the acting national spokesperson, this is what he had to say.
The National Working Committee did have a discussion about our visit to KwaZulu-Natal in the last month in August, but that work is still under review because we are trying to have a comprehensive understanding of the state of the organization across the country. And as we did indicate earlier, a decision about what we do with respect to structures of the ANC will be communicated after the special NEC meeting that we said will sit either at the end of August or now mid-September. It's now clear that NEC meeting is going to sit in the middle of September due to the outstanding work that we are still going to do. NEC deploys of the ANC will be across South Africa tomorrow in a number of provinces in the Eastern Cape, in Northern Cape, in Limpopo, where we will be doing the same work of trying to understand what is the state of our organization, what is the state of local government, are we in a position to improve delivery of services to the people, where are the gaps, what interventions are needed for us to make in order to improve the provision of services on the ground. And once that work is completed, we will have that special NEC meeting to sum up on that work and then give a clear way forward about the issues that are under review.
All right, Oliver, you can see that he was remaining quite mum on the details surrounding the future of the ANC and KZN. However, you can see that this is a unique case. It is an area that needs a lot of attention, obviously taking a lot of consideration, as you've seen, that National Working Committee meeting taking quite a number of hours before they can actually even give us any concrete information regarding the future of the ANC and KZN. Of course, there's a lot of work to do there for the ANC, and we can expect as we go on those various engagements from tomorrow that we may hear some details coming forward about the future of the PEC. It's a very important province, not only internally for the ANC and its conferences, but of course nationally when they head to those next national and provincial elections.
Yeah, not to be pedantic, but often the detail the devil's in the detail when it comes to political analyses, especially when such a moment arises. Few things that Zuko said there that took me by surprise. We've deployed our NEC across the country, across the various provinces to go and take stock of the state of our organization, to look at our readiness for local government elections, and to take a look at the state of local government elections and what we can do to turn this around, whether we're even in a position to be able to turn this around. That sounds like an admission that maybe the ANC has no idea where it may be.
Well, it's quite obvious from the 2024 national and provincial elections what the electorate has said to the ANC, what their message has been to the ANC. I think the provinces that they will be in tomorrow are the critical provinces where there is an opportunity for them to reflect and try to create a strategy for growth ahead of those local government elections. Of course, the situation, like I've said, in KZN is a little bit more unique and dire. They do have the former president in their backyard, consolidating those structures of the MK and mobilizing even more individuals there. So a critical decision needs to be made there if they're going to be cutting their losses there or continuing. But it seems that the ANC still has hope for provinces such as Gauteng, where there was a bit of a loss, but there is an opportunity to regain some of those numbers.
Yeah, Canny Maphanga, thank you so much for that. Really do appreciate it.